Is XQC stealing content? Will YouTube remove my Leafy video? Is criticism bannable on YouTube? Will Wi-Fi Luke stop wearing beanies indoors? The answers to all of this and more in this episode of View News. So do you guys remember reaction YouTubers? Do you guys remember when we all kind of hated reaction YouTubers? As far as I remember, everyone kind of agreed that reacting to a video, or just basically putting your face somewhere, like either in this corner or this corner or that corner or that corner, we kind of agreed collectively that that doesn't make it your content. That's not transformative. So let's just have that as like the baseline for this whole video, okay? We kind of dealt with this already. Our collective agreement was, fuck that, that's stupid, don't let them monetize. I think they kind of got away with it, but most reaction channels sort of died out, you know, which I guess they kind of solved the problem. I don't know. Now, I want you to take a look at this number. Look at this number. It's a pretty big number. Now take this number and multiply it by 3.5. That's an even bigger number, right? Now, I want you to add dollars per month at the end of that. That's how much XQC makes per month from only subscriptions on Twitch. That's a lot. That's a big number. Amazing. So why am I talking about how much XQC makes off his subscriptions? I don't know. Let's take a look at some other numbers. In fact, one specific one from one specific site. You see these numbers right here. These numbers are the Social Blade numbers, the Social Blade statistics, if you will, for quite a large YouTuber called Let Me Know. As you can see, by the very most generous estimations, which I might add are never true, the amount he makes if none of his videos were demonetized is probably around half that, if not even less. But let's just ignore that and take this very generous estimation and say that Let Me Know makes about $10.7 thousand a month. Okay, can we see the discrepancy here? Can we see the discrepancy between XQC and Let Me Know? I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. So why am I comparing Let Me Know and XQC? Well, because XQC, on top of his very successful Twitch career, also has started uploading things to YouTube, mostly his own VODs, right? And when I say that he started uploading it, I'm fairly certain someone else did it, but I digress. So here I pulled up some numbers for XQC's YouTube channel. Now, as you can see, quite astoundingly, XQC makes a lot more from YouTube. XQC's numbers on YouTube are kind of ridiculous, given the fact that YouTube is far from his main source of income. At his most generous, as I said, this is probably not accurate, but at the most generous estimation of his monthly revenue, he earns $110.9 thousand. Wow. I mean, his YouTube content must be something really unique, right? His YouTube content must be great. Honestly, let's just take a quick look at what kind of videos XQC uploads, okay? Okay, so here we have a page of his YouTube channel, his upload page. The first thing that I notice is that he has uploaded 3 times in the last 24 hours. And yesterday, he uploaded 5 times. And the day before that, he uploaded 4 times. And the day before that, only 1 time. But it's a 2-hour long video. And the day before that, 5 times. So obviously, he uploads a bunch, which kind of explains how he got so many views in a month, because he uploads constantly. He's a content generating machine. But oh wait, let's see what the content is, shall we? On the very first row, XQC watches, XQC reacts, XQC reacts, XQC plays. Oh cool, but that's the least viewed video of all of them. XQC reacts, Trail of Lights IRL with Adept, least amount of views. I'm just saying. XQC reacts, XQC is back, the return of Overwatch. Wow, actually got kind of a lot of views. I am honestly surprised by that. XQC reviews, XQC reacts. I could go on. There are so many reaction videos that it's honestly astounding. This is a reaction YouTube channel. Why? Just why? Let's see if any of these videos are monetized, shall we? One of these ads, they have one of those ads. No rolling ads. I might be blocking those. I'm not quite sure. But they are monetized. That's for sure. In fact, this video that has 276,000 views is just one of many of these reaction videos that are monetized. Why am I whining about this? Oh, what's this? XQC reacts to the Universal S by Let Me Know. It's literally the entire video with his face in the corner. So on his main channel, he has re-uploaded in its entirety someone else's content with his face on it. Little known fact is that Daily Dose of XQC, if I'm not being completely mistaken, is the person who is now running the official XQC Overwatch channel, which basically means that XQC is very likely getting a part of this revenue as well. And if you just search the Daily Dose of XQC channel for Let Me Know, well, there you go. There are a few of these. Why do I care? Why do I care? Actually, that is a pretty good question. Before I answer why I care about this issue, I'd like to kind of take a little bit of a dip into how this came to be. Why is it the case that XQC has all of a sudden kind of made his content more geared towards reaction and reacting to stuff and watching stuff on his stream instead of playing games? And you might just say, wow, that's not true, he plays a lot of games. But then I could show you this. Now this is just a third-party thing that kind of shows you how much XQC has streamed of every game. I say game because obviously, as you can see, at the top of the list is just chatting. If you didn't know, just chatting means that you don't really need to play a game. You could be watching YouTube videos, watching TikToks, you know, just generally being a reaction Andy. Usually people would just go into just chatting for the intros when they were like updating themselves on whatever happened, when they're like reading donations, taking links, whatever. That's usually what most gaming streamers use just chatting for. But as you can see, just chatting is the main game for XQC these days, which means that most of his content actually comes from reacting to other people's content. Why? Why is that the case? Well, first of all, he was an Overwatch streamer. I don't know if you guys have played Overwatch. It used to be a really fun game. I honestly enjoyed Overwatch probably more than I ever enjoyed CSGO. But as of late, Overwatch has fucking died. Why? Bad patches, bad balancing, shitty heroes added, fucking shield meta. You guys remember that? Beautiful meta. In any case, Overwatch has pretty much died down a lot in popularity, which leaves XQC, a main Overwatch streamer, in a pretty like peculiar spot because he doesn't want to not stream Overwatch, but he gets so upset by Overwatch that he gets burned out. Now, obviously, there are some solutions to this. Number one, stick it out, stick with your main game, become burned out, and rage at your viewers. We've seen a lot of streamers do this. Streamers become actually toxic after a while when they play a game that they don't enjoy. The second option, become a variety streamer, trademark. Now, this is something that only a few channels manage to do because a lot of channels are completely dependent on their skill in a certain game. I'm thinking channels like Shroud, but Shroud kind of reached critical mass. He got to the point where he got bought out so he could just stream whatever on Mixer and make millions in one trade. Genius move. And then we have a streamer like Dizzy, like kind of chill personality. He was kind of cool. He was a really good Apex Legends player, but as you all know, Apex Legends, fucking dead game. So he kind of disappeared from Twitch for a while. And then when he came back, he had less than 10k viewers, which sounds like a weird thing to say, that less than 10k is like nothing, but it's obviously a lot. But then again, it was a lot less than what he had at his prime. So if that option is not viable, if becoming a variety streamer is not viable, what do you do? Well, you kind of just die as a stream, unfortunately. This has happened to a lot of people. When your main game dies, so kind of does your streaming career. The people who manage to transition into variety streaming do so only, and I say only, because of their stream personality, because of how they are as a streamer. Look at XQC. Have you seen a kid with ADHD? A kid with ADHD would look like a Zen master compared to XQC. This guy is such a character that he could stream paint dry and probably be the most viewed stream on Twitch. Actually, in fact, that's a challenge, XQC. Okay, so XQC has a personality that is very, very entertaining. So he could have made the switch to variety streaming. In fact, I'm fairly certain he tried. But then people kind of realized that XQC is not very good at video games. He's a very good tank in Overwatch. In fact, he's a pretty good DPS in Overwatch. In fact, he's very good at Overwatch, period. But he's not that good at CS. And he's not that good at Dark Souls. And he's not that good at basically any other game he's playing. He's not a gamer. Obviously, he is a gamer, but he's not like, okay, let's take an example. Let's take Lyric is pretty good at every FPS. Shroud absolutely shreds in every FPS. XQC, not quite the case with XQC. So we can establish that XQC could probably make the change to become a variety streamer. In fact, I think some people would argue that that is what he is at this point. If you look at his graph again, let's look. He has a few games here. He has, in fact, 35 pages of games. I would say it's a valid argument to say that XQC did actually choose that option. Maybe XQC could be classified as a variety streamer. But I would make the argument that XQC is actually more of a reaction streamer at this point. When your hours are so unevenly distributed between gameplay and just chatting, I don't know. It just feels like calling him a reaction streamer isn't that far-fetched anymore. Most of the content uploaded to his highlight channel, which is basically, you know, what his YouTube channel is, it's just a highlight channel, is reaction. It's reacting to stuff. Streaming YouTube videos on stream, on twitch.tv. I don't think that's too bad. In fact, I think that objectively, it's in a bit of a moral gray area. Where does the line go where you're stealing content? If it's on a live stream, the fact that it's on a live stream makes it transformative. It's a different format of entertainment. It's a live stream. It's not a video. But when it comes to uploading your VODs of somebody else's content to a YouTube channel that you own and monetize, I don't feel that's in a gray area anymore. That's not okay. That's not cool. When you take somebody else's content, stream it, earn money from that stream, and then upload the VOD to YouTube and monetize the VOD and earn even more money off of their content, no, I don't think that's okay. Shut it off. Make it stop. YouTube as a community kind of has already dealt with these people before. Do you remember Fine Brothers? Right? They tried to copyright the word react. Really, motherfucker? Remember that whole thing, though? That we kind of collectively shunned people who made reaction content. Why are people not being equally judgmental when it comes to people who are popular, who are doing the very same thing and making absolute bank from it? I don't know. It's probably because they're conflicted about it, which I am too. When it's on stream, it's fine. Alright, I'm gonna say it's probably fine. But when you upload the VODs to YouTube, that's where you kind of cross the line. You're literally putting your face on top of their work on the same platform as the original work. Stop.